Ladies and gentlemen, you know where you're at. This is your host with the most. How's everybody doing out there? If you're new here, welcome. Truly glad everybody stopped by. You know what it is, man. Um, when y'all start seeing the shortest distance between A and B, know it's something going on, people. Now, this particular joint, I wanted to do it. Just one subscriber asked me for this, and I just wanted to clear it. It's been freshened up. I don't know why I never did this one. This is my guy. Let's get into it, man. You know where you're at, man. We on the show. This is your host with the most. Hopefully he gets to see it. All right. Not gonna bore you guys. I just don't want to do it. Waiting for my guys to get on. Let me see. I'll get my guys. I forgot. Let me see. They just stopped talking. I don't know. But anyway. Same type of setup. We here. Whenever you guys get to a setup, please allow it a couple of ticks. Same thing. Shout out Chip Man. You guys know how Chip Man get down. He got his stuff. Hopefully you guys saw the RD. I know a lot of you guys might not have RD and try to go free B, which is nothing wrong with that. With this particular one, nothing really to see. It's the same, people. Okay, it's just, it's themed. Alright, but like I said, it has been freshened up. I wanted to go through it for one of my subscribers. Let's go. Whenever you get to any setup, the thing that I care about the most, because I can use anything. The thing I care about the most, first off, if you guys are tired of the RSS feed, this is where you turn it off. Always want to make sure you're in your region. Okay. Simple. Interface, you're good. What I'm really interested in when I first get to a setup is this. Okay. I want to make sure everything's up. Okay. I don't need anything, available. I need everything up. And that's what Chipman does. He does a good job of keeping things up. Okay. And I always keep one of his around. I don't care. I always keep one of his around, and I'm just making that, I'm just trying to be clear. But what I really be interested in is this. This is one of the things I'm interested in because it's not always there. Okay? We got the input stream adaptive. Majority of times, it comes disabled. Just enable it. Now for the RTMP input, that's a whole different case, okay? You have to actually go get it, all right? And me personally, I'm just, I'm recommending this. If you've ran a setup and it's good and you don't need none of this, I'm for that. I'm talking about me, all right? And a lot of other people that use my settings, they're happy with it. Try them. You might get a better experience. So this is how we get that. We go to install from repo and then we go to all repo. Now I know you're like, why you always do that? Why you always say all repos? I'm gonna do a special video for that. Okay. Now when we get into all repos, I just want to go to video player input stream again. And here is the RTMP input. Okay. And we want to make sure we get that, enable it. Now, if some reason you get to another setup and you can't enable this, let me tell you, go out and wherever you can, get back to the app you have, just clear the cache and it should come back. Okay, if you got the RTMP input, if you want it, if you got the video player input stream, you should be able to get this 9 times out of 10. It's about that. All right. Now the next thing I really, the next thing that I really do is I go here to player. And the first thing that I want to know is that I'm on expert. Simple and plain. Nothing more, nothing less. I want to make sure that I'm on expert. Once I know that I am on expert, I want to go here, over here, and enable HQ scalers for scaling above. I like to have mine on 100 for all the devices, 3 gigabytes and up. You guys want to check out a good 4 gigabyte one? Let me know. 3 gigabyte devices that I'm speaking on, NVIDIA Shields, and various other devices that's 3 gigabytes and up. Now your medium devices, Fire TVs and cubes, as well as your NVIDIA tubes, those are all 2 gigabytes. I recommend 50 or 60. And for your low end devices, I recommend 20 or 30. Now keep in mind, this is a real section. You need to always check on it every setup. Again, this is a real section. You need to check on it every setup. You don't want to have the wrong settings for the wrong device. You want the right settings for the right device. Keep in mind, this all depends on whether you're wireless or you're hard-lined in. Now, me personally, I'm hard-lined in, so these settings I'm talking about work for me. Now, if you're not hard-lined in and you have several devices running at one time, for a 2 gigabyte device, I would recommend 40. Okay? If you got a small end device, I would recommend 10. But these are things that you should make your own settings. Make your own settings. See how it works for you. Do the work. Everything is not free. Sometimes you got to put in a little work. Know your device, people. That's all this is. Know your device. And as I noticed, I didn't even take the sub menu out. It's over. Listen, the next thing we need to do, all we need to do is go to the wizard. I didn't even take the sub menu. It's over. But when I get into the Wiz, first thing I like to do is go to maintenance. And what I like to do is a total cleanup. Okay, I like to clean all. Then I like to go to tools. And instead of going to quick config, I like going to full config. And once we get to full config, if you guys don't know what you're doing, if you're new, you just don't know what you're doing, leave the first 2 alone. Go right on to the buffer mode, and instead of having it on 2, let's keep it on 1. Okay? Write your file. Once you write your file, you will be able to see your current settings. There's nothing else to do, people, but restart your setup. Okay? Now, me personally, I like to write my advanced settings before I actually get my setup. That's just the way I do it. I get a bigger advanced settings XML number, and it just works for me. Okay? Once you guys have checked out everything that's in here, there's some good things. You guys that, got a couple of bucks, this is for you. Okay? Especially if you like this thing. Shout out to Chip and, everybody that had anything to do with this. Anybody that had anything to do with the skin, all the developers, all of that, shout them all out. Let me know how you guys like this one. If you get a chance, like, share, and subscribe. But most of all, comment, people. And don't forget to hit the notification bells. As always, I'm hoping you're having a blessed, peaceful, and a productive day. Love and peace for all. Never forget, it is good to be good, and it is bad to be mad. What did I just say? It is good to be good, and it is bad to be bad. That's from my Uncle Roy. I'm going to see you guys on the next one, y'all. Peace. As soon as I find the power button. Oh, there you go.